Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll football fans. We are here at the field house at Superior Heights for a heavyweight tilt in the senior division between the KORAH Colts and the Superior Heights Steelhawks. I'm joined on the telecast here with Coach Ray Bazwa, and we're about to bring you the kickoff in a few short minutes. 7:30 kickoff time. Coach, what are you looking forward to tonight?
You know, Scotty, I had a chance to talk to both head coaches before the start of our second half of our broadcast here tonight. And, Coach Annan, as I well know, coached with him for about a dozen years over at the KORAH program. And, he's looking to set the tone with the defense first. And they're apparently going to be without Nathan Gazzetti this evening. They're not going to be utilizing him, battling a little bit of an ankle injury. So look to see, Caleb Thibodeau back in the fold and utilizing a bunch of his other players in that wing T offense that they roll with. So, not a lot of passing in that offense, but you never know with Coach Hankinson calling the offensive plays there. He's on crutches over there tonight, so I'm not sure what he did, but good thing he's not running the ball tonight because they wouldn't have him either. So, and I went over and talked with Coach DeSander, who I know well. Employed him for in the summer as a relief driver for Frito-Lay, and they're looking to set the tone early and show that they're for real, and they've been making great strides. And they had a great week of practice, so he's pretty happy with what he's got.
So it looks like
we're going to see
Hunter Dickinson back for the Colts.
What they're going to do tonight from the offensive perspective. You're going to see a lot of Dakin Goche, I imagine. So see what's going to go on, and we're going to have a kickoff here. So
great shameless plug for Frito-Lay there, Coach. Like you say, we're ready to kick it off. Superior Heights overloading to one side. We're underway shortly. Looks like who's back to receive for the Colts? Looks like an onside kick. The hands team's got it. Caleb Thibodeau takes the kick.
Thibodeau fields the attempt at the onside kick.
Nice attempt by Superior Heights.
To the 45-yard line before being tackled.
Pretty sure-handed number one there. Hauls it in. And
Caleb Thibodeau with pretty good hands there. Got his hands underneath. And, the special teams guru, Steve McLeod, Sliver, a.k.a. Sliver. You never know when that bag of tricks is coming out. So right off the get-go, lines up in a regular formation, and then has everybody direct to the opposite side, and kick one a little further than I think Coach Sliver would have liked. And KORAH's going to start here on their 44-yard line.
Yeah, definitely went a little too far to travel, and with a big one there, hauling it in and protecting it. The 44-yard line is where the Colts are going to start off this semifinal tilt. Obviously, the winner going on to face St. Mary's next Friday in a 7:30 battle for the city championship. So, good luck to both teams as we get underway here. Eric Martone under center. No. Varpio looks like gets the start. So, nice scramble. Looks like Thibodeau
one tackle, gets across the
didn't look like he had
for a first down.
Much of a game, but able to bust forward and gain enough for the first down. So
no, I think you had it right originally, Scotty. That's Eric Martone, number 2 there.
Sorry, I thought it said 7. So
never doubt yourself, Scotty. I had your back on that one, buddy.
Okay, absolutely, and 7 would have been Varpio anyway. So again, as expected, Derek Martone under center for the Colts. A nice scamper by. Sorry, they only gave him credit for 3, so I don't know where the pack moved forward. I thought it was enough for the first down. Gain of 3 on the play, but
forward progress may have been in the stop there.
Yeah, 2nd and 7. So off to a slow start up here in the booth, but ball is handed inside to Ethan Carchidi. Finds a seam, and he won't be caught all the way in for a touchdown to open this game. 10:57, 1:03 in to the game. Second play from scrimmage, and Carchidi takes it all the way to the house. Looked like a young Ralph Carchidi there scampering for.
His dad could fly back in the day, that's for sure. And Ethan, no shortage of talent there either. Hardworking, diminutive, quiet kid, and always got his nose to the grindstone and exploded out of that backfield and just shifted gears. Down the field, and I know that's exactly what the KORAH team wanted. Get a good start and. Superior Heights is definitely not what they wanted to see off the start.
Well, definitely a decent start for KORAH. And 103 in, they're up 7-0 after the conversion by Koski.
Koski's kick is up and good.
And the boys up in the and the ladies over at the corral over
on Superior
Drive are certainly loving the start for this game. All the KORAH gang hammering her back at the Rhodes residence on Superior. Certainly off to a great start and enjoying this great football game. Hockey. My goodness. It's getting cool up here.
Well, you're just already getting advance of yourself tomorrow. I think you got a full schedule with the refereeing tomorrow. So,
yeah, this is as good as I'll feel all weekend. So, again, KORAH off to a great start. They'll have to kick off to the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Looks like Conda's back, and let's see who's doing the return there. I don't see Ty Russian back there, but
it's always hard to see those numbers unless they're right underneath the lights.
All right. Maybe Deering back to do some duties there. Kaylin Cuglietta also returning some of these kickoffs this year. Looks like KORAH's got a stack in the middle. They branch out and set up the deep kick by the looks of it. 2 back for the Steelhawks. And the Steelhawks will have to answer with something quick here if they want to stay in this game. And they try the onside kick as well. A couple gunners. Ball is tipped by Karkidi. One-man show tonight. 55 picks up the scramble deep in the Superior Heights zone. And that appears to be Jack Metcalf.
Bats it away.
After Karkidi tipped the ball forward, and
KORAH, they'll be first and
Metcalf is able to scramble and get that ball, setting up a nice little field position for the KORAH Colts offense. So,
wow, Coach DeSando not going to be happy with this start. They dug into the trick bag over there. It looks like special teams coordinator Coach Kalbick for KORAH gave a little dose of his own medicine to Coach Slifford there on the Superior
right
team.
Back at you, if you will. And Metcalf able to haul it in, and nice starting spot for these KORAH Colts. Eric Martone under center. Looks like he's handoff inside. There's Karkidi again on the run. And brought down by 44. Albert Perot on the stop after a gain of 2 or 3.
Yeah, he wasn't having nothing to that run.
Second and 9.
Actually, a loss of 2 on the play. So, nice job of Perot slicing in there and meeting Karkidi in the backfield. We mentioned Karkidi, who scored on that big scamper and taking full advantage of his cousin Caleb Thibodeau being injured earlier in the season. Went to a running back roll, and that one a little out of reach as Martone launches.
Pass falls incomplete.
Down looking for, is that 75?
26?
Not even close. 26, Arwen Shafi. That makes a lot of sense. Dependable receiver for the Colts. So Arwen Shafi incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. And 11.
3rd and 11.
So,
well, Karkidi earlier there, when I coached him for his 2 junior years, and he was a defensive specialist for us, terrific linebacker, and now they're utilizing him. Athletes show up when they're needed, and they have him on the offensive side of the ball, and I think they're going to see a lot of him tonight with Nathan Gazzetti being out.
Trying for about a 37-yard field goal.
And as you mentioned, I mentioned earlier, he was replacing Thibodeau earlier when he was out with an injury. Good to see Caleb Thibodeau back, number 1, and the ball is up.
Not even close.
Field goal not close, might have been tipped, but regardless, the Steelhawks run it out.
Kick is no good. Ball is fielded, and they get out close to the 10.
Out to the 10, and so not able to capitalize on some points there after a nice special teams play with Metcalf recovering the ball inside the 30-yard line for the
So after Golche fields the
Steelhawks.
ball, he'll lead his offense out onto the field.
And the offense will take over for the Steelhawks as they spot the ball.
Well, temperature's dropped a little bit. We're getting the wind kicking back up again. It keeps going and coming and going, and Superior Heights is going to have to deal with that. Looks like it's a little bit of a north wind here tonight, so...
Yeah, get a little cool here at the field house, but if you're in the stands, you're treated to some great football. Hopefully stayed on from the junior game where you saw the St. Mary's Knights advanced to the final in the junior loop with a convincing win over the
The referees threw both footballs off.
Superior Heights Steelhawks. So I guess everybody's getting a little slow and a little cold. So referee's going to have to call one of those balls back in. We'll be underway shortly with some action. 9:59 to go, 2 minutes into this first quarter, and we've got 7-0 to score. KORAH Colts on a long run from Ethan Karkidi. So we will see Dakin Goche at the wheel for the Steelhawks, number 4, directing traffic back there, and they'll need to get off to a good start here. Empty the backfield. Goche is going to run it. He's going to take it up front. Up center, guys, a couple yards, maybe a forward progress, up 2 or 3 yards, bring it up 2nd and 7.
Goche takes the
Well,
ball.
you know, Coach DeSanto said he wanted to set the tone when they're on offense, and
Wes Pomeroy. Seamus Ryan with the tackle.
Pomeroy and Ryan on the stop for the Colts. Looks like they pick up about 6 on the play. I didn't think they'd gotten that further ahead, but it brings them 2nd and 4.
like I see, KORAH's got to be thrilled to have Wesley Pomeroy back. He was out with an injury a couple of weeks ago, and I think this is his first action in a few weeks. So,
And it looks like he's in fine form as he makes a tackle on the first play. Ball is handed off to number 1. That's Russian.
it's going to be an awful close spot. They're going to be, looks like 3rd down and about a half a yard to go here. So, it'll be interesting to see if Coach DeSanto decides to see if he can get that first down.
Metcalf on the tackle.
Metcalf on the stop for the Colts. And there's a tough
Sets up
decision.
3rd and a yard.
You want to go for it, but you don't want to give Colts that great field position.
You know, with being 1 yard off the field, off the ball there, you got to hope that you got to see Goche doing a quarterback sneak here for sure, or if not a freeze call.
And go toss outside, and they're going to get the yards and then some out to about the 36-yard line. Nice carry by, is that Deering?
Hard to tell. They're way on the other side of the field over there. It's making it a little challenging.
That was Cuglietta, according to the on-field official here. So Cuglietta gets enough for the first down. They're going to move the sticks out to the 37-yard line. So good start by the Steelhawks. Nice gamble to go for it on 3rd.
Number 6,
You thought we were going to see
with
the quarterback sneak, but went outside, able to pick up enough for the first down, and they're on the way. KORAH with the stop for the Colts.
Well, looks like referee Guerra's got a little bit of a timeout here. Just making sure the ball was okay because they had to rush a ball in because he inadvertently threw the wrong one off. So making sure that that's his snapping ball for sure.
Number 4 looking to pass. Dakin Goche completes. Nice stop by the Colts defender, but
Goche's pass is
after a
complete.
gain on the play.
Yeah, up to the 45. We're going to be about 2 yards short for a first down.
6
Jake Johnson
KORAH
with the reception.
with the stop.
KORAH again with the tackle.
And looks like they're moving the
enough for
sticks.
first down.
Good enough for the first down. KORAH on the stop, as we mentioned. Word from the booth is that both of the balls were flat, so they're going to remedy that situation and eliminate a deflate gate situation. So 1st and 10 with the Steelhawks. And they toss it outside to number 9. Scampers forward for a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Max Schillingford there with a nice carry for about 5 yards, Scott.
Yeah. And I like the decision. Nice toss. Schillingford cuts back, gains 3 or 4. We'll see where the spot
Jack
is.
Metcalf with the
Looks
tackle
to
for
be
the
the
Colts.
51 of
3-yard
the
gain sets up 2nd and
Steelhawks.
7.
Jack Metcalf with another name called there for the tackle. Had himself a game already with the fumble or the recovery after the onside kick. Making a few tackles already on defense. So great job, Jack. Keep up the great work. All right, handoffs inside. Nice cut.
Looks
Gain
like
of
Cuglietta.
3 or 4. Cuglietta gets out to about the 55 at
Nice
midfield.
run.
Still going to be about 2 yards short. That'll bring up 3rd down. So once
Logan
again,
McGregor with the tackle. Sets up 3rd and about 2.
going to need
Steelhawks.
2 here. You push
Right
on
at
and
midfield.
try to move that ball and keep that drive alive, or
Wouldn't be surprised to see Coach DeSanto call a little bit of a freeze call here. See if he can get KORAH trying to anticipate the snap count. So,
had a few of those freeze calls working in the games last night and last week. So, see if they can get the hard count. And there's that sweep outside, that little toss. And Colts having nothing doing with that. There's Karkidi with the stop.
Tackle around the 45 for a loss.
59. Pinell Berry also helping out on that one.
I got a question, Coaches DeSanto, on that play.
51, Ethan Karkidi with the tackle.
That's a long developing play, and as much as you got blockers out getting in front, you need 2 yards, and you're already 1 yard off the ball on offense, and you got to think that you got to utilize those big backs. You got Russian and Deering and even Kugleta at that point, and trying to get 2 yards. So
yeah, and quickest way to get from A to B is in a straight line, and moving the north-south would have worked, but they elected to do this. Didn't work out for them. Now they give the ball back to Thibodeau, and Thibodeau is able to gain about 8 yards, 7 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 3. Gavin and I with the stop for the Steelhawks. So they're calling it 2nd and 4 here in the booth, as Martone comes up under center. And I think this is Thibodeau territory, 2nd and 6. They're going to mix it up, and they're going to go to
Cole Barbo.
Cole Barbo, 23, had a big game last week and scamper for a lot of hard yards. And again, with Gazzetti out, you have a nice complement of running backs in the stable there with Barbo, Karkidi, Thibodeau, Jaffe.
23, Cole Barbo with the carry.
Lots of weapons at the disposal here for Eric Martone. They get the call.
Hawkinson with the tackle.
So there's the flag on the play. And they're going to call it against
KORAH didn't snap the ball, so
I was going to say it must be called against KORAH then, unless they were quick to whistle it down. But wait and see the call. There's obviously some encroachment there, but they'll have to see who gets credit for the infraction. And there's that freeze talked about, 3rd and short, 3rd and 1 or 2. So they're going to call it against Black, against the defense, meaning Colts will march it forward and start new.
That'll back them up.
Continue the drive from the 35-yard line. So again, that discipline thing, that situation, 3rd and short, you got to tell your guys to stay home. It's going to cost the Steelhawks, and you don't want to give these Colts too many opportunities to march the ball for free that close to the end zone for you. So here we go, 1st and 10. There's that handoff inside. There's Thibodeau scrambling forward, able to gain some nice, easy yards.
Yeah, they're going to kind of gain momentum there and keep, there's not a lot of passing in this offense from Coach Ennett.
Just over 6 yards.
We're going to see a lot of running tonight, so.
33, Gavin Nye with the tackle.
Nice job, Nye on the tackle for the Steelhawks, so his name be mentioned a few times. As the Colts set up again. Barbo and Thibodeau in the backfield. Where's the crisscross? No, they're going to give straight to Thibodeau, who rambles forward for enough for the first down.
That's the first down.
That's exactly what I said Superior Heights should have did. You need 2 yards, and KORAH just gave you the example on how to do that. So.
With the tackle.
And you got to put the onus on your front 5 to push forward and get a big push from your big boys, and then obviously back like Thibodeau is able to gain 2 yards and sometimes able to fall forward for another 2. So pretty easy call for Coach Annett and the offensive coordinators for the Colts, as Barbo breaks a tackle and rambles in inside the 10 about the 7-yard line. So nice scamper by Barbs. So KORAH Colts marching as they have done all year and doing it along the ground. Some nice hard yards.
Yeah, and the clock first quarter is ticking away here. We're just at the 2-minute mark, so. Just about ready to hear from Phil Wambacco for the car in the parking lot with the lights on, I think, Scotty. See if he can work his voodoo magic.
Send the memo. There goes Barbo taking on tacklers and rolling forward. Inside the 5 to go to 3.
He's met by Will Madaw.
But it's going to be third and goal after the tackle by Madaw.
Well, they haven't changed the down marker. It still says second down, Scotty.
Unless, okay. Well, I'll assume that maybe the first was made on the previous play, so maybe it's second and goal. And there's that flip outside. Nice job. Karkiti's going to make it in for his second touchdown of the night. 13-0 the score. And again, a nice carry by Karkiti. Nice toss outside. Steelhawks unable to make that contain and push it back into the middle. It's Karkiti with a nice easy run into the end zone for the touchdown. So 13-0 your score. Koski will be on to kick the extra point.
You know, Coach DeSanto's not going to be kind of thrilled with this start for sure, Scott. You know, down 2 scores right off the bat, and we're not even through the first quarter. So hopefully that they can make a little momentum and make a good game out of this.
Yeah, and this is the 3 seed facing the number 1 seed, tying for St. Mary's Knights with 5-1 records. So Steelhawks obviously the underdog in this one, but they're hoping to come out to a better start than that. Kick is good by Koski, and it becomes a 14-0 score. So 1 minute to go in the first quarter. We better hope, like you said, for Coach DeSanto to get these Steelhawks rolling here. You know that KORAH Colts are going to put up some points, so you're going to have to match that enthusiasm and get some points here early in this second quarter here.
Well, we're going to see what Professor Sliver has on this run back. You know, you can never count him out. He always comes up with a play or two that you haven't seen before, and even though you may have seen it, there's a different variation, and try and have that wedge or, you know, the wall built on the one side, and see if they can run it back and get a field position to start the game with.
Lots of great imagination back there in the playbook, and we'll be seeing that soon here as the Colts will look to kick off to these Steelhawks. So stay tuned. We're in for a great evening of football. Of course, the winner here, as I mentioned, goes on to see the St. Mary's Knights in this senior final. St. Mary's winning convincing fashion last night against the White Pines Wolverines. Going to set up a great matchup next Friday, either team that advances today. So Colts with the early lead. And we got a kick onside coming, going back to the well. Nice job picking up the ball by Cole Kahn. It's going to get pushed out of bounds. Donnie Chow takes a little lick.
Yeah, there's going to be pretty close to it. No yards.
Tackle by 51.
Typically in that area, no yards call. So we're going to see referee Gev what he's got going on, but.
You know what, that was another nice kick, and they might have come close if it hadn't been for a nice job of Cole Kahn hauling the ball in. So
it wasn't no yards, it was offside, so they're going to get the choice to choose the ball, take the ball here, or accept the penalty. So I'm pretty sure they're going to take it there.
I think they're happy with it there. Ball about the 51-yard line. So the penalty is declined for offside. And that's another discipline thing where you think on an onside, like an onside kick is difficult, then that's you're trying a different wrinkle, but you got to stay behind that ball, baby.
Yeah, you know what? We were watching that last night, and I was bringing that to your attention that, you know, both teams were crossing that line before the ball was kicked. So
yeah, and even one occasion they lined up offside. So you know, just those little mental mistakes that can hurt you in a big game. So. Goche back to throw. He's going to throw. It was thrown to Goche, so that was
Cuglietta
under center.
Goche
so
is a little bit too low. That'll set up 2nd and 10.
Not a bad ball, a little low. Goche unable to harness that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. So the Steelhawks looking to the air early, so that might down 14 points. They might elect to take the aerial attack here, but. 2nd and 10 nonetheless. Goche back under center now. They empty the backfield. And Goche rolls out. Looks like a design play. Little toss over to Kahn. Nicely played by Karkiti.
Completes his pass to
and Karkiti drags Kahn down for a loss of about 4.
Well, you know what? As much as KORAH's moved the ball down the field, you know, both teams seem a little flat for a playoff game. Maybe it's a little bit of nerves to start. Not sure here, Scott, but you know, expected a little bit more intensity for both teams, and I know it's cold out, so it's hard to get. But this playoff, you got to be motivated here right now, and both benches seem pretty quiet over there.
Yeah, you don't need to kick the can too much or to rah-rah. You got to be up for this game. You got to be prepared and come in with all guns firing. But like I said, a little slow getting started, but we're in for a great evening of football. 3 quarters to go, 11.8 seconds to go into the first quarter here.
There might be a little bit leery. Maybe they've seen something in the setup for Superior Heights that Coach Goldbeck pointed out to Coach Annett, the special teams coordinator for KORAH, and maybe they saw something that Superior Heights was going to try, so they want to have them ready for it, right? So.
And up 14 points, you're not afraid to use a timeout and waste it here, but being that there's only 2 timeouts per half, as I was corrected by Coach Jim Monaco, who's my rules go-to guy. 2 timeouts and a half leaves the KORAH Colts with 1 remaining. So they got a wide set out here with a single coverage. Now a man's flooding here. Number 10 on his way over to help the Gunners. Gunners back behind the punter. We'll see what happens here. We got a little trick play, some shenanigans, a little pooch punt. The Gunners have a chance to get that ball first, but number 17 able to corral it for the Colts. 17, Nathan Hyam on the reception.
He's tackled by number 7, Cohen Fremlin.
So Cohen Fremlin on the stop there, and no flag on the play.
Well, you know what?
Squib trying to get the Gunners downfield.
Nathan Hyam asking for a flag there, and got to be careful. The referees aren't going to take too objectionably for you asking for a flag over and over and over again. So just take your lumps and move on. Let the referees call the game.
And I didn't see the reason why he was asked for the flag. Looked like a pretty clean play, innocent, maybe no yards, but again, your Gunners firing there, and Coach Sliver with a little trickery, but. KORAH Colts able to maintain the ball, and Martone is under center, and they're off. And nice job to pass.
Pass intended for number 8.
Ethan Scott, the intended receiver. Nice the ball thrown by Martone, but a little mixed bag there. You don't see Martone roll out too many times, especially on first down. So
they must have. They did load the box, though. I got to tell you, the Superior Heights had that box pretty tight, but Ethan Scott
for the Colts
went right through his hands. When they put it there, you got to be able to catch it if you're playing the wide receiver position. So unfortunately, he couldn't come down to it, and could be some early game nerves still going on. They want to get to the final and. Got to reel them in and just get back and ready to play here.
And if they did load the box, and Eric Martone was able to recognize that, maybe it was a nice audible. I didn't hear the Omaha call, but nice job to roll out and make a pass. And wobbled a little bit, but that's one that Ethan Scott wants back next time. So.
Well, just like you always say, Scotty, we're not skip the dishes, but we're going to flip the dishes here. We're going to flip the end of the field and.
Just don't make me wash the dishes, but. End of the first quarter, scores 14-0 Colts after 2 early touchdowns by Ethan Karkidi. Relatively easy runs for number 51, and they're off to a great start. Steelhawks trying to stop the bleeding here as Martone and the Colts bring their show to town here. Barbo and Thibodeau in the backfield again. Karkidi in motion. Maybe, straight ahead is Thibodeau. He breaks a couple tackles. He's still on his feet. He's busting more tackles. Able to get to the 40.
So gets down to about the 40. Good for 15 yards and a first down.
Thibodeau back in mid-season form after that injury. Looking no worse for wear. And
tackle.
Bad news for the Steelhawks, who tried to tackle the big number 1 there.
Yeah, I had the fortunate time to coach Caleb there in the junior program a couple years back, and they called him the bulldozer for a reason. He just runs over people. So great run there, setting up first down.
So Thibodeau and Barbo again in the backfield. They're going to hand it again to Thibodeau. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if he runs into it, might get broke.
Back to Thibodeau. He gets a couple good hard yards.
Nice hard yards up the middle there. 3 on the play will bring up 2nd and 7. I can only imagine as a secondary or defensive back,
Grayson
undersized,
Monroe.
160,
Tackle.
170 pounds, and you see Thibodeau bearing down on you in the second phase, you're probably wishing or rethinking your decision to play this over
2nd and
pickleball.
7 for the Colts.
Yeah, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, as Chris Berman would say.
Yeah, and he's fun to watch. Boy, I'm glad to have him back in the roster as he's punishing these defenders. And again, great ball carrier, great athlete. As number 26 takes the ball forward short of the first down, but nice pickup of 4 for Arwen Shaffey, was it?
I believe so. Arwen getting his second carry of the night.
Nice job. Mixing it up
Arwen
by
Shaffey
the
with the
Colts. Like I said, short 3rd and 2. Decision time for the coach.
He's tackled by number
Looks
6.
like they're going to go
Manoah
for it.
sets up 3rd and 2 for the Colts.
And I think with a 14-point lead and you're down into the 3rd and 2 inside their zone, I think that's an easy call to make with. And looking to get the call at freeze again, but
Yeah, Sachin jumped there, not prepared for the snap count, so I think just got to change the decision on what they're going to do on this play call. So,
you know, Ashton Sachin, obviously a vital part of that offensive line and a great player. He played this summer for the Sabercats,
Penalty, and they'll repeat 3rd down.
Ontario champions, and a rare slip up for him. But that'll back him up and bring on 3rd and 8, and that'll change the play call and bring out the punt team for the Colts. And a nice job staying home by the Steelhawks. They're attempted to be drawn offside by the freeze and the long, hard count.
yeah, it definitely would have been an interesting play call because everybody was in the box. They were going cover 0 on that, Scott, so...
Look for a good snap here from the center. Oh, there's a trick play here. We got some shenanigans as it goes directly to Cole Barber when he's up for a first down and more inside the 25 to the 23. So I just had that feeling.
First down and then
Just
some.
had the feeling the way that the punter was standing there. Something might be up a sleeve, and Colts did a beautiful job of converting that one.
Long-time football coach. I think he's been coaching about 40 years. Paul Caldbeck is running the specials for the KORAH Colts, and terrific play call there. Slivers might be getting a dose from the master here, the professor.
Getting a lesson from a grasshopper. And Martone takes the field again, continuing this march for the Colts. There's a ball hitting the deck. Poor exchange, center quarterback. Martone able to jump back on to retain possession.
Falls on it. That'll back them up a couple yards.
That'll cost them a few yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen that happen a few times with quarterback Martone, where that snap just doesn't seem to get there real quick, and something that they work on a lot, I would think. So, 72 King with the center, and you're going to have to come up with something here. It's a first down or second down and long.
Number 18, Curtis Price in at the left guard there.
Time count violation. That's going to back them up 5 more.
Running the boys in and out. Personnel changes, and it results in a penalty against the Colts. They'll back it up again, and it'll be 2nd and 17. So, again, these
Time count violation against the Colts. That'll back them up 5 more
uncharacteristic
yards.
mistakes that both teams have made so
2nd and
far today
17.
have ended up costing their teams. 2nd and 17.
Yeah, you know what? I know Coach Annett really well, and he will not be happy with these penalties. They just drive him crazy.
And especially in the playoffs, rather, there's no tomorrow if you lose, and obviously you want to be rolling and hitting stride for the playoffs, peaking at the right time, and those mistakes are not what they've been working on all season. As Karkidi goes out to the side, he might be looking for a hat trick today. Gets past the last one more to beat, but gets wrangled out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Nice scramble by 51, and that's the play that they've had Karkidi running all day, and it's worked for them. So Steelhawks have to make some adjustments to stop that, turn that back into contain. Karkidi, obviously not as fast as Eddie.
Well, you wouldn't know it tonight.
For the Colts.
He looks like he's got a couple extra gears tonight. Overdrive is on the docket here tonight, and right now the KORAH Colts aren't even missing Gazzetti because Karkides just having a terrific show here. So
Yeah, running with purpose and leading his team inside the red zone to about the 7, where Martona's going to hand it off to Thibodeau. And those are the easiest yards Thibodeau will score.
And off to Thibodeau, he gets in for the touchdown.
And he's in for the touchdown, just crossing the end zone.
untouched until he got in the end zone.
And then he got a pretty good lick, but bounces up. Like I said earlier in the junior broadcast, those hits in the end zone are a little easier to take because you got 6 points to put in your pocket.
Koski out for the point after.
Crib call for Thibodeau and runs it in. Koski out to take the extra point. So just exactly the way the offense coordinators for the KORAH Colts have drawn it up. Score early, score often. 7:46 to go. Pending this extra point, they'll be up 21 points. Koski pretty routine from here. And the snap is good. It's down.
Koski's kick is up and good.
And that one is good. So
21-0 Colts.
other than that field goal, Koski perfect for the day on 3 converted touchdowns. And KORAH Colts go up 21-0, 7:46 to go.
Yeah, you know, I think Coach DeSando's got to have his kids dig deep here. Already down 3 scores, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter here. Superior Heights could desperately use getting points on the board.
Yeah, so for the kickoff, we want to thank our corporate champions, our sponsors, Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, Northern Sports Excellence, freeze frame photos by Bob Davies, Wendy's of Sault Ste. Marie, Team Essentials, Maximus Rose, Elite 8 Basketball Academy, and True House Sports Radio. And if you're interested in having your business featured on Sault Sports TV, contact us at saultsports@gmail.com. And remember, for more information, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. After these semifinals games are over, we will have our matchups for the city finals next week. The junior final goes at 7:30 on Thursday, and that will feature the St. Mary's Knights versus the KORAH Colts as the ball falls off the tee for Koski. And then Friday, the St. Mary's Knights seniors await the winner of this contest, who will play on a Friday Night Lights special. Heavyweight battle, 7:30 on Friday here at the Fieldhouse. So a nice little mid-sized kick. Ball's picked up by KORAH again, so they call it no yards maybe.
Ball picked up by number 38 of the KORAH Colts.
Number 38, Hunter Dickinson, will be able to retrieve the ball, but we'll wait to see the call is probably a no yards.
Yeah, I don't know what referee Chow was calling there. It went off the Superior Heights defender's hands. It went right into the Superior Heights. So unless he's calling no yards or no whistle, it's going to be picked up. So
okay,
here's a written flag after we got a good view of what went on. So we got the defensive gurus over here on the St. Mary's Knights up in the box next to us and getting ready to make their plan to play one of the winners and doing a big scouting job here on what teams are running on offense and defense.
And again, I think with the KORAH Colts, although they probably watch enough game film and tape on these guys, I'm sure and it won't be tipping the hat to any trick plays or anything, especially being up 21-0 early in this one. They'll probably rest a few of the veterans and live to fight another day.
Yeah, it's going to all come down to execution anyway. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's an X-nose game, and you have to impose your will as Barbo takes it outside. Still running, still on his feet. Nice hard yards. Big contact by a Steelhawk, but Barbo continues to forge forward. Out past the first down marker to about the 32.
You know what? If you ever talk to that young man in person,
with the tackle.
Quiet demeanor, barely says a word, and then you get him on the field, and he's like a little small pickup truck running over people and just bouncing off and keep them going. That's like the old TikToks that are all running around. It looks like a Ford Ranger, and he just keeps running, eh? So.
Yeah, well, that was a nice step up by one of the Steelhawks. I didn't get the number, but made a big contact that you could hear up in there, here in the booth, and I felt it a little bit, but I'm ready to go. Good to see the Steelhawks ready to go too. A lot of yelling and screaming on the other side. Looks like it'll be a timeout. Superior Heights.
Coach DeSando was screaming at the top of his lungs. He looked like he was might be a player short here, and he was not happy about having to make that call. So Coach Matt Gauthier running out onto the field for the defensive team here and having a conversation with them on telling them get ready for this. So
I think I mentioned it. KORAH had to waste a timeout. When you have 21-0, that's not a big deal. But when you're down 21-0, that might be the extra timeout you need at the end of the half to convert something. So costly mistake, or could be proved to be costly down the road. But like you said, coach is out there laying down the hammer and setting up a game plan here for these Steelhawk defense. 6:40 to play in the second quarter. Glad you could join us here on Saultsports.com. Mentioned earlier in the junior broadcast about the NASA championships, and the NASA semifinal will take place in North Bay on November 4th, with the final if the Sioux, one of the Sioux representatives is able to win at the NASA semifinal, will take place in the Sioux versus Sudbury on November 11th. Ball is taken by Barbo, handed off. He's going to run a few extra yards. He's got 10 to make, probably gets about 5 of those back, so we'll bring up 2nd and 5.
And that was the senior tilt, right, Scotty? You were filling us in on there?
Yeah, the senior. Is there a junior division, NASA?
There is a junior division, NASA. It's only Sudbury and the Sioux, so I'm not sure where that's being played, but
I was
Clement
going back to my days of football where there was no junior NASA championships, but I stand corrected. We'll get you those dates and times. Nice ball, handoff inside. A lot of misdirection.
Yeah, North Bay does not participate in the NASA. It's just Sudbury and the Sioux
right up the middle
at the junior level.
Oh, very good. So Thibodeau, a nice run there, picked up the first down, and they're going to march. So nice job executing here by the Colts as they keep moving forward along the ground.
First down for the Colts.
And we'll have first down inside the red zone to the 11-yard line. So Colts looking pretty slick here, looking to extend their lead as they hand off inside again. Ball brought down, rumbling forward is Thibodeau.
Hand off to Thibodeau again. He gets
defending champs imposing their will here on the with the monikered chain gang, and they're doing a great. Got to give them credit. They're making some great blocks in there, and they're opening the holes, and the running backs are waltzing through. So,
and it makes it easier for Thibodeau when you got a good push from your offensive line to gain those hard yards, get down to second phase, and take on those smaller secondary players. So Thibodeau happy to do the hard yards and running in the middle. And looks like offside on KORAH Colts.
Donnie Chow, like that might be the fastest flag in the West down there. He had his hand on there getting ready. Pulled the trigger and he threw that flag. I think it went over top of the uprights there. So
if that were an Olympic sport, we'd have some gold here in Sault Ste. Marie. But looks like an offside against the Colts. 81, Nick Crusoe signaling that it's my bad. And he will get another chance, but back 5. So it'll replay the second down.
5-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line.
Referee Grev having a talk with the offensive line on what the seems to be the infraction that they're having, but
sometimes it's simple as lining up offside. Here we go. The ball is crisscross inside, nicely defended. Almost looked like a leg whip there, but Shafi after the handoff to Barbo. Nice little crisscross.
It was inevitable that crisscross was coming. That's a Hankinson special there.
Nice job by the Steelhawks to defend it. So
David Nye again for the
few yards on the gain, but brings up a 3rd and 9.
And we're going to see the field goal unit here for KORAH get another kick at the uprights, not the kick at the can, Scotty.
So the snap from the 16 looks like they're going to set up about 22. So Koski should be automatic from here, but we won't jinx him. Big leg from number 19. Ball is down, and of course it is up, and it's good. Nicely done for Koski.
Koski's kick is
and
good.
Again, Koski, one of the most dependable kickers in the league. So always a nice asset to have going into a final. Games will probably be a little bit closer, and a nice field goal from distance might be the difference in a close game.
Yeah, you know what? He missed that other one at the other end from 37 yards. Just didn't get his leg behind the ball enough, and that one it sailed through. So had he kicked that same kick down at the other end, it would have been we'd be looking at a 27, not a 24 score here. So
yeah, 3:55 to go.
Well, to score, try another onside trick kick here, or do they?
Well, they won't be doing
it
right because they're with the field goal. They'll be starting from the 35. This is where the Steelhawks will take over. So I'm sure Coach Colbick will be have some more opportunities to do that once they score. But now it's a lot of jambalaya here as Dyken and Gauthier rolls out and he passes complete to number 6, Will Madaw. Nice little rolling, nice execution. A lot of confusion with the shifts and the movement, but nice ball to complete 7 yards down the field to Madaw and brings up a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, you're seeing that a lot of shifts, you know, at the college level and at the NFL level now. Some of the new coaches are getting a little tricky with their shifting and trying to create some confusion.
Yeah. Consider it successful because I was
2nd and 2, Superior Heights.
Tracking it in the backfield and had me confused as 2nd and 3 comes up. Gauthier takes a snap, hands off, gain of maybe
Russian
1 with the forward progress.
The line of scrimmage.
Russian gets eaten up there by number 3.
Evan Navarro with the tackle.
Number 31, Wes Pomeroy, also in with the help for the Colts.
And number 34, Ono Andriola.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 2, so we'll see if they have something in the play bag. Gauthier looking at his armband for the magic play. They break the huddle and 2:29 to go. We'll see if they can gain 2 and move the sticks. That's the toss outside. It's Russian. There's somebody slicing through. It's 31, which is Pomeroy. Slicing through and just stopping him dead in his tracks.
That was
I don't know if it was a blitz, but he certainly got there in a hurry.
I'm not sure who's calling the defense, if it's Coach Thompson or Coach Tonello over there, but what a perfect play call on defense. They sent the blitz, and you know, I'm sure KORAH is ecstatic to have Wesley Pomeroy back on defense tonight. So,
with a play like that, that's obviously a nice weapon in their arsenal, and nice to call the blitz and having it work on the 3rd and 2. And again, we talked about that straight ahead, needing a short 2 yards, but they like to go on the toss and unsuccessful. Take over on downs. Colts hand off to Thibodeau. Thibodeau gets outside, still on his feet, carrying tacklers with him.
Gets a first down.
Gain of 12 on the play, up into the 25.
Cohen Fremlin, Michael Weiss with the tackle.
All right, excellent. We got our fact checkers here reminding us that I'd made a mistake and there are no yards penalty on a kickoff. So that's why when I questioned whether there was being a penalty for no yards on a kickoff, that is not an option. So thanks to the boys in the trenches.
Breaks a few tackles.
Correcting all my mistakes for me.
About the 13-yard line. First down. KORAH.
And again, nice run for first down there.
That's straight from the Baswell household. Coach Baz down home with the flu today. Had to make him some chicken soup before I left, and he's obviously listening in here.
Yeah. So hope he's feeling better soon. And
so thanks for the 2 cents. Checks in the mail.
Yeah. Oh, under pressure. Martone has to go back, and he unloads to 81 Caruso. That might have been a catch and drop, but they're saying it was incomplete. Nice coverage on the play by number 7. Cohen Fremlin hit as he was catching the ball. Deemed incomplete, so that'll bring 2nd. You saw Martone having to scramble there. I don't know if it was a bad snap, but there was a big rush coming.
Yeah, you know, I think there's a blitz called by Superior Heights, and pretty timely at that. So.
And that's the risk reward of a blitz. If it works, you get pressure on the quarterback, has to unload. But when you're blitzing backers through the holes, those guys like Thibodeau and Barbo can really make it, and you pay because you might overcommit. As the handoff goes inside to Thibodeau.
Handoff to Thibodeau. He's tripped up inside the 10.
No risk it, no biscuit, Scotty.
Hey,
Gavin Nye
absolutely
with the tackle.
nice run by Thibodeau, brought it down by Gavin Nye. And
3rd and 5. Interesting to see what they're going to do here.
I think you flex your muscle there and you're running straight ahead football.
Looks like they're not. It looks like they're going to kick it.
All right.
As it looks like Martone's going off, and they're bringing
in Koski, bringing in the puck for him, and they're going to place it and see if he can. You know what? Not a bad call, and work on his confidence going into next week if he's 2 for 3 as opposed to 1 for 2. Just give him some reps and again hit from 22 or 3 last time. This looks to be inside the 20, about a 19-yarder. Little off to the angle. Let's see if he can drive it through. And
Koski's field goal attempt
they
is up and
indicate
good.
it is good.
Lots of leg there. No issues.
Would have made from 40 there. So 27-0 your score. So
Buck and a quarter left to go here in the first half. It went pretty quickly, I got to be honest, Scott. We said both teams looked a little flat to start, and Superior Heights is definitely behind the 8 ball here tonight, and they better get back on track or this is going to be over in a hurry.
yeah, and although the KORAH Colts were the favorite, I expected a little bit more bang for the buck from the Steelhawks offense. They've been great all year. Taking Gauthier, been moving the ball. Ty Russian been running the ball with purpose. A lot of weapons out here. A little surprised that they came out as flat as they did. Kalen Cuglietta, Nick Deering, Logan Deering, some of these offensive weapons haven't shown themselves yet, but every play is a new chance for these Steelhawks to get off and running here. So I'm assuming that Deacon and Gauthier is going to try here. As he rolls out, he's under pressure. Big pursuit by Jack Metcalf. Throws it up.
As he releases the ball, falls incomplete.
But nice pursuit by Metcalf, and looks like number 8, Ethan Scott, maybe on the defensive side, forcing Deacon and Gauthier into a tough passing position. Lucky not to have that picked off.
Coach DeSando's going to have to dig into the offensive playbook here and try something maybe a little different. I don't know what they have in that book, but he's got to get something established here. They got to gain a little momentum and help them, make a little bit of a difference here.
Well, that was Jackson Metcalf, the outside linebacker, penetrating for the pressure on the quarterback. So it looks like they're firing some blitzes, and they're going to have to give Deacon and Gauthier a little more time if he's going to be throwing the ball, especially late in the quarter and a half with 1:19 to go. He throws up. He's got a man open, and it's caught.
Oh, what a terrific pass by
Gauthier. He could be going all the way to the house. Won't be caught, and it's a touchdown, but a flag on the play. Let's hope it's not against the Superior Heights Steelhawks, but in the vicinity of a hold.
Throws one on a
What an amazing pass, Scotty. He was right on the money. He caught his receiver. I'm not sure who it was, but he was gone. So we're going to see what there's doing a lot of celebrating here. So we're going to see referee Grev and the side officials having a conversation as to what's going on.
Well, 2 referees are down there marking for the extra point, so I guess they're going to wait for the challenge from the head referee. And again, a beautiful ball by Gauthier. Just put it on a pillow just beyond the outstretched hands of the defender.
This looks like it was procedure against Superior Heights, so that's going to be called back. What an unfortunate turn of his circumstances there, Scott.
That's a highlight reel catch, throw and catch, and receiver able to run it all the way to the house, outrunning all the Colts defenders chasing. But wow, cruel irony when the Steelhawks shoot themselves in the foot with a flag on the play.
No, I'd really like to see it. Too bad we didn't have a replay on that. I'd like to see what the play call was. Was it not enough men on the line of scrimmage causing that, or did somebody move? Or
yeah. It is unfortunate, regardless, for the Steelhawks. Anyway, you slice it, that's a back 5 and negates a 80-yard touchdown. 1:03 to play. They're going to call a timeout here. Looks like the Steelhawks want to look at something. And that'll be the last timeout for the Steelhawks, if that indeed is who it's charged to.
Coach DeSando flashing the speed there. He's like shot out of a cannon off the sideline.
Doesn't want to get caught for a time count violation. So
when he comes back to work for me over the Christmas holidays, I want to know where that speed is. So if I got to pay him hourly, then I'm going to get my full money's worth.
Yeah, that'll come in handy on Salsa Day. We make all of the deliveries. So 1:03 to go. Steelhawks maybe going to go back to that same play. Maybe flip to the right side and have Gauthier launch. That was a nice ball, nicely thrown, well timed, and Colts had no answer for that. So,
yeah, you know what, Coach Antonello's out there and on this coming out, and he's making sure that they have an understanding of where that ball went to, and that they got to keep them in front here. You know, minute 3 to go in the half, and they don't want anything behind them like that.
Yeah, give them the under, prevent them from scoring, put a 0 up for the first half, and as a Colts defense, that's a good victory for you, especially when your offense is rolling as they are, up 27 with 1:03 to go in the second quarter. Dakin and back, 2 in the backfield. Give him a little time, going across the middle, it's picked off, and he might have a lane all the way to the house. Looks like 16 with a pick, brought down by Gauthier.
Caught by 16 Beaupre. He's
16 Ty Beaupre with a nice pick. Not a bad ball thrown, but Beaupre able to jump the route and step in front of the receiver for the Steelhawks. So Steelhawks loading the gun for the KORAH Colts as they give them a chance inside the 30, on about the 30.
Yeah, you know what? That could be the TSN turning point. You know, got to feel bad for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. They had a tremendous play call on. They get the touchdown, and it gets called back because of a procedure penalty. And Gauthier makes a nice throw, and the receiver jumped. The defender jumped the route and was able to pick him off. And KORAH's got the ball here on the 27-yard line.
Yeah, nice break on the ball by Beaupre, and able to run it inside to the 27. Like you say, you can go from 27-7 to 35-0 in a real hurry here. As they hand off to Thibodeau, and Thibodeau's just going to scamper. Puts the hand to the face mask, so that might come back.
Wilmadaw after a couple of yards.
Wilmadaw on the tackle.
He's allowed to stick his hand out like that, but he just can't grab a hold. So I'm not sure what Chow is calling there.
There's a lot of confusion amongst the players on what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed, but...
unless they've changed that rule, Scott, but as I understood it, they were allowed to stick their arm out. They're just not allowed to push.
You're not allowed to extend, so you can't hinge your elbow.
And you can't grab a hold, but you can stick your hand out. So I don't know, from my vantage point, it didn't look like he was grabbing it, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Well, again, we'll check on the replay, and Laundry Day continues. Lots of flags in the earlier game, and seeing a few more appear here. 47 back 15 is going to be the call as they push them back after a nice gain by Thibodeau, but all for naught. And maybe we'll get to see a 40-yard field goal at the end of the half by Koski, see if he can stretch out his longest today. And that's a big 15, 27 plus 15 is 42. 42 yards will be the distance that we'll need to travel for the Colts to extend their lead from 27-0. 47.3. High school football here on Saultsports.com. Eric Martone under center. Oh, close to offside there, but we get the ball to Karkidi. Can he do something with this one late in the half? Able to run out of bounds about the 31-yard line. Nice reception and completion, but well short of the
flag on the play.
And another flag on the play. So
I don't even know who threw that one. It looks like referee Corelli way over there. So getting involved in the toss the flag game, referee Corelli getting in with the rest of the gang. I think him and the only one left tonight is referee Condon. I haven't seen him throw the flag yet.
It's still early, and looks like they're marching the ball back. So a spot of the foul. All right, so we'll wait to hear the call. As referee Grab explains to the captains I'm not even sure what the call was, but
Well, rough play again.
all right. So a rough play call is the call, and then we'll be marching it back, I believe. So there'll be a first down repeated after the pushback. Blindside something hit. Blindside hit on the play, back 15.
So that's unnecessary roughness
first
against the
down
Colts.
repeated out to the 42 again.
Referee,
No, beyond.
referee Crowley
about
calling a
15 more
blindsided hit.
yards.
So
I would take an Uber for that one. That's a long way back.
I definitely need a bus transfer there, Scotty.
But that looked like to be more than 15 yards. But anyway, we'll do the math and we'll.
Didn't quite look like a blindside to me either up here, Scotty. So I don't know. Referee, he's the guy getting paid to make the calls down there, and we're just getting paid to be up here.
So according to my math, it's 1st and 40. They do the old crisscross and they hand it off to 26. 26 make a nice move to get outside, scooting up the
Arlen Shafi followed
line.
a great block.
Arwen Shafi with a
Almost
nice
20 yards.
ramble, cutting it in half to 20. So 1st and 20 becomes 2nd and 20. Or sorry, 1st and 40 becomes 2nd and 20 as number 8.
Ethan Scott
Ethan Scott down.
But hats off to Goche. You know, he's playing
Goche with
quarterback,
the tackle.
playing safety, coming up and making big hits.
Second and 18.
You know, those Goche kids are tough customers, just like Chip off the block up there. So excellent football players in their own right, and the genealogy is passing down because he's an excellent football player and tough as nails.
Great heads, the ball player, you know, Sabercats standout, backing up Matthew Tucker at quarterback, but converted to a defensive player and ended up being a big part of the Sabercats defense as they won their Ontario Championship, and hope to have him back next summer as they continue or to attempt to defend their title. So great job by number 4, Ethan Scott, off on his own power, which is nice to see. Big number 8 there for the Colts. A little bit of a stinger probably, just going off for a break, and I'm sure he'll be back in the second half rather. So Nick Russo lined up left here as KORAH looks to score one more time to end this half. Martone with the snap, hands it off inside to Thibodeau. Thibodeau stopped, but not for long. Being wrapped up by, he'll need 4 guys max.
And off to
Or
Thibodeau.
minimum rather, to drop him. Dropped for a loss there. Forward progress might get him to the 37. We'll see where the spot is, but regardless, it's a 3rd and long, 24 yards.
22, Curtis
24
Bondar.
seconds to go on
45, Michael
in the
Weiss
half.
with tackle.
Bonder and Weiss on the tackle.
You gotta love the fight and resiliency out of the Superior Heights kids. You know, they're down 27 on the score clock, but they're sure not playing like that. So, you know, credit to the coaching staff over there with the Superior Heights, Coach DeSando and Coach Smith and all the boys over there, keeping the kids in the game here. So,
And there are such things as comebacks. You know, we see it in the NFL all the time, and we've seen it even in these junior and senior divisions this year. And teams being down early and rallying back, and it's a big hill for the Steelhawks to climb, especially against a formidable opponent as KORAH Colts. But the game has got to be played. Looks like they're going to run down the clock here, and
now they're going to take a
take a
timeout.
knee or take a timeout.
Yeah.
All right, so a little clock management here. And timeout
Timeout, KORAH.
at 5.5 seconds.
You know what? I don't know if they're going to have a punt here, where they could be just running an extension though, not to the sideline there, and trying to eat up this last 5.5 seconds and not give Superior Heights the ball back.
Now, it's 5.5 is the max that the coach could run the clock down to without a time violation.
Correct. Yeah. Typically, they got to have the, you know, the player calling the timeout's got to be right by the referee to call that. They can't usually just call a timeout and walk away. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Probably never. I've never seen that. But maybe the rules changed. I don't know.
I just saw the grouse standing on an island there, and he made the call without provocation from the Colts sideline. But regardless, they They called a timeout with 5.5 seconds left, trying to eliminate the chance for the Steelhawks to have a drive here with a little bit of time left in the second quarter, rather.
Yeah, in 5.5 seconds, the boss is going to let us have a pause for the cause, and
so we're going to take a break after this 5.5 seconds, but don't go anywhere. We still got some action here. Anything can happen in this Sault Ste. Marie High School football loop, and Martone will take the snap. Like you said, maybe try to run out the clock, run 5 seconds off the clock, or we'll see. There's the snap. There's that crisscross again, still on his feet.
Goes to Shafi
26, Shafi runs it out to the 33.
and that's half.
That will bring the end of the half. First score Colts 27.
Time to
Spirit Heights Steelhawks 0. Thanks you for joining us on Saultsports.com. In 10 minutes we'll be back for the remainder of this great semifinal action.
Smoking,
So
no
come
vaping
back
on
and
the
join us.
property. Please head to the road.
Boing, boing. All right, we're setting up for kickoff. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening. Welcome back for the second half of this senior semifinal between the KORAH Colts and the Steelhawks. We're about to get underway with the kickoff for the KORAH Colts. Back to receive deep. Well,
Offside on KORAH for the kick.
They're sorting it out right now.
and that's about the third time they've run that play. Nice job gunning on the Steelhawk receiver. Ball popped loose. Have to wait and see what's happening here. There's an injury on the play.
Neither of them want to get rid of the ball.
Oh, they're just trying to establish who came down with the ball. So no injury on the play, which is good news. Waiting to see what the call is. The referees will confer and come up with a decision here. And you said there was a flag on lineup.
Yeah, referee Grev threw a flag for KORAH was offside on the kick.
That's about second time.
And
third time.
Superior Heights declined it, or they would have had to kick it again. So
there's an offside.
first
on KORAH
out and from the
Superior Heights.
Superior Heights 36 looks like.
So did I hear that right? KORAH Colts lined up offside before the kick and or crossed the line before the kicker.
They crossed the line before the kicker kicked the ball. Yep.
And so they declined it. And they received the ball at the 36-yard line, so where they'll start out. A little confusing there with those onside kicks, but
Yeah, referee Fitzpatrick giving his pros of wisdom to referee Grev here. And hopefully they get out of the way so we can get this game rolling.
all right. So grab yourself a warm drink and settle in here for the last two quarters of this ball game. 11:58, 27-0 your score for the KORAH Colts in command here, but Steelhawks looking to answer in the second half. Bacon and Goche screens it out. Oh, a nice job completed, but brought down by number 20. I'll get you that number here.
55 looks like on that side, Spotty.
55.
Yeah, 55. Jack Metcalf's got to be, I'm pretty sure.
Let's put the glasses back on. That's
Jack
the third
Metcalf
time that
down for a
Jack
loss.
Metcalf's had himself a game here tonight. Had a name called, actually. Some great tackles, and that one for a loss.
Pass was complete to Cuglietta.
Loss of 5 on the play.
Second and
Cuglietta,
15.
the unfortunate recipient, of that big shot after a completion in the backfield or in the flats. Loading up some receivers out wide here, right. 2 in motion. Pass to Goche. He looks. He's got one across the top. And again, that's a beautiful route. I love to see
Pass
that one.
intended for number 11,
Pass
Tyler
intended
Greco,
for
falls
11.
incomplete.
Tyler
Sets up
Greco
third and
just
15.
passed a little ahead of Greco, and
It's fortunate. It was a nice ball by Goche and just came up a little bit short.
yeah, but I love that crossing route, and it's had he caught that ball, he'd been gone for daylight. Greco, quick little receiver, and unable to bring it in, but that'll bring up third down, and it'll be a punting situation for the Steelhawks. So Steelhawks unable to get anything in Cork this second half, the beginning of the second half here, but looks like Greco back to punt. No. Can't even get the number here, but
Looks like Goche.
that was Goche, okay.
Yep.
Direct kick. Looks like KORAH with the reception there. Flag on the play.
Yeah, flag on the play.
So it was Goche on the kick and received by Aruda. Return to the
Holding.
50-yard line.
Looks like a hold against Superior Heights.
Escobar.
A preliminary signal. Looks like the only referee not to throw a flag tonight is the judge, referee Condon. He hasn't got in the game yet, but maybe he's holding back for the fourth quarter for us here.
So the ball already spotted on the 50, it looks like. No yards is the call.
So 2 yards.
Sorry,
They're offset.
offsetting penalties here. So they're going to offset and play from the tackle. spot
So
of
we
the
have no
tackle.
yards against Spear,
All right.
holding against.
This game's getting a little confusing with all these flags. Offsetting here was the call, so the ball will be placed.
The net 5 yards for
Sorry, a net 5
KORAH.
yards. So 15 for the one offense, 10 for the other. Brings a net 5 gain, we'll call it. Consider me confused.
I'm confused. KORAH's got the ball on offense, so I missed something there.
Well, Goche punted the ball,
Yeah.
and the Colts, and everything's good in the world. 10:45 to go. 17 in motion. You got a nice flip to 17. Nice block by Karkidi, springing his man. That looks like a late hit by Goche. Hyam brought down. And I am imploring to Donnie Chow why the late hit is not called, and I think he's got a case to be made there.
Yeah, but it's not up to them to make that call. It's at some point the referee's just going to go, okay, I've heard enough of you.
Yeah.
You're a player, I'm the referee. I'll call the game. You go get in there, because that's 100% what I'd be telling them right now.
Yeah, and I'm lucky to get away without a flag of his own.
I've seen that called in against in the St. Mary's game, so you can count on it being called in this game. So.
Yeah. And moving forward into the season final, you don't want to eliminate that from the chance of happening there. Nice quick hitter to Thibodeau. Thibodeau's running forward as he does.
Thibodeau with a good run.
Effectively into the 12-yard line. Pick up of many on third and
with the
one.
tackle for Superior.
Gavin Nye with the stop. I'll bring him inside the red zone to about the 12, 13-yard line. And that's where referee Fitzpatrick spots.
I think somebody should tuck the hood in for Beckham Messiah there. He's got that hoodie out there. If they give him the ball, somebody's going to just grab that hoodie, and that will be a legal play. He'll be tackled.
Yeah, and I've seen a few of the players here doing that, and I don't understand. Very dangerous, easy to get horse collared because the hoodie is just flapping. But again, first and 10, the ball hits the deck. Quick to Martone to jump on that one.
Snap.
Another bad exchange. And if the Colts go on to win this game, they're going to want to shore up those little exchanges, especially it's nice and clear today. A little cold, but in a sloppy game where rain or snow is involved. How dare I say snow, but you know what? Football in Sault Ste. Marie in late October is a definite possibility, so they got to work on making those exchanges silky smooth. Eric Martone chops it out to Karkidi. Karkidi looking for his third on the night, and he's looking to beat one guy into the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. Nope. Looks like a stop.
Referee called him. Referee Crowley called him in, and I'm not sure the other referee there, Scotty, but haven't had a chance to meet him yet. But I think it's Roberts.
Okay.
Referees have signaled touchdown. KORAH.
Now they have given him a touchdown.
Takes it around the end and in for the touchdown.
A lot of the players are celebrating, but it's official now with the head referee indicating a touchdown, and that'll bring 33-0 your score. Koski on for the extra point here unless they decide to go for two.
I think they're going to go for two. Coach Anna wants to get this 35-point lead here so that the clock can go straight time and get his players off the field faster and no injuries potentially.
I'm going to show you my football genius by saying here straight ahead with Thibodeau.
Well, your genius was never in question, Scotty, but
Point made. I love the validation and
buddy, that was a compliment. I think you're a genius. Good looking too.
good Lord. Got to get you some of these cheater glasses too then.
Right,
And the ball.
got my own.
There's a quick handoff, and Thibodeau's looking to score.
And he didn't get there.
Didn't get there, so nice stop by the Superior Heights Steelhawks to prevent us from going home early.
Score remains 33-0.
33-0 is your score. And again, that Superior Heights Steelhawks at times looks really good, getting great push. They're just maybe running out of gas and a little deflated being down this late or early in the second half. But they've shown some great promise and some glimpses of greatness. Just haven't been able to put it together. They took that first march all the way down to the 2-yard line, unable to score. Maybe that was an omen for them, but nonetheless, Colts put up another 6, making it 33-0. 8:31 to go here, and the Steelhawks will have another chance to rebound and maybe break the goose egg for a moral victory here.
Yeah, Coach DeSando is implementing a whole new system over there this year, so credit to him and the coaching staff and making the changes that they felt that they needed to make and get kids out playing football. So, hats off to all the coaches, volunteering their time, 3-4 hours a night, then the film study breakdown on their own time, and congrats to you guys giving your time back to the Sioux youth and making a difference. So,
congratulations and thank you to all the football widows that for a couple months every fall let their husbands donate their time and energy towards the craft, and you'll get them back in a couple weeks, hopefully with some hardware. So another onside kick here, not onside necessarily, but ball hits the deck again, and the Colts are able to capitalize again. So number 99, Ashton Sachin, with a nice recovery for the ball here. And almost like an intermediate kick. It wasn't a 10-yarder. It was over the zone, but some gunners dropping in, and when you hear those footsteps as a Steelhawk trying to look up and catch the ball, knowing you're going to get your deke leader in short order. You
can see the frustration coming out of Ty Rush in there. He had his hands on it and just kind of slid through, unfortunately for him, because he had a full head of steam going there, and he would have ran some people over.
Yeah. Ty Rush, a great ball player, and I'd like to see him, sign up and play a little summer ball with the SaberCats. He'd be a nice addition to any program, and a lot of these players would add to an already fantastic SaberCat program. But
and off the Barber, he gets first down.
Cole Barber with another
Tackle number 33, Gavin
about 14 yards. So
he's had a big game, has he? So might be considered for honorable mention for the player of the game, which we will bring to you at the end of this game. Again, Wendy's, Sault Ste. Marie, and help me out, Team Essentials sponsoring the player of the game award. So the athlete of the game will be decided by yours truly up here in the booth, and we'll pick our champions for today's game, as we do every game in the playoffs and regular season. Another bad snap.
Fumble on the play.
Mark Martone, the old consolation is that he's doing a nice job to recover all those balls that hit the deck, but you want to try to eliminate that a little bit of inconsistency there. So
yeah, you know what, for sure, this is something Coach Annett's going to, I'll guarantee you, that's the first thing on Monday practices for these for the quarterback in the center to getting these exchanges down properly, because these are going to be costly when it really pivotal moments.
Absolutely. So the handoff is to 16, Ty Beaupre. Looks to break outside. He's got some room. He cuts back inside. Might have had the corner, but lets to come back and gain 12.
To about the 23.
About the 21, 2-yard line. Bring up first down. That'll move the sticks, depending on the spot. A nice run by Beaupre.
So first down for the Colts.
So now you start to see the second phase of running backs and position players coming in there, and with a little 33-0 lead. Tom Annett resting his big dogs for the big showdown next week against St. Mary's. Always a great perennial favorite with the two top teams, both with 5-1 records, looking to meet in the final. Be a great matchup as number 26, that's Armin Shaffey, down inside to the 3, and he indicates first down.
5-yard line.
And first and goal.
Coach and Michael Weiss.
Coach and Michael Weiss with the tackles for the Steelhawks. So nice job by Shaffey to do the running, and just when you think you can go to sleep, because Thibodeau's out of the game, Carkiti's out of the game. Didn't see any Gazzetti today. They have so many weapons there running the ball. Beaupre, the latest example. Shaffey doing a nice job. So much depth at the back position here as Beaupre again looks to scramble in. It's going to be stopped short, about the 3-4 yard line. But
Steelhawks.
Yeah, I don't know if he even got, he just got 1 yard there. So.
And again, there's another example of that defensive front for the Steelhawks not giving up and surging forward and preventing the Colts from another score. So again, some great play by the Steelhawks, just unable to consistently deliver that today.
We'll see what Coach Hankinson's got dialed up here as the offensive play call. Cole Barbo and Ty Beaupre in the backfield.
And the shove is to Beaupre, and he looks like he has a corner, and he makes it into for a tackle. Touchdown rather. Flag on the play as Beaupre scores. Back judge indicating
Holding.
So the flags fly again, and that'll come back. Second down, back 15.
Hold against the Colts.
Back
so
five, I think.
5 yards.
Sorry,
That
back
would be
5 for a
second down.
hold. So,
Oh, sorry. That should be
10
10 yards.
all right. We got to turn up the referee's microphone there. I keep hearing glimpses of what he's saying. So,
Yeah, you just got to watch him flick his hand because he'll, how many flicks? Right, Scotty?
what if you have 6 fingers?
Well, then we're going to have 12 minutes.
So that was a 10-yard penalty. That'll be second and goal from the
And they're
12.
webbed. So, ball is on the 14-yard line. Second down. Colts looking to score. You're going to have to make it all the way. For a touchdown goes Beaupre, cuts back inside. He's got a nice angle, but he's stopped hard on
around the
the
5-yard
4-yard line. Nice pursuit and stringing that out by the Steelhawks. And again, nice defensive stand there for defense.
Coach Annett here has got a decision to make, 4th and 1, or they're going to go for the field goal.
Looks like Gauthier with the tackle.
The only problem is that they're split wide out right, so if they elect to kick the field goal, it'll be a little bit of an angle kick for Koski.
Koski didn't have any problem with the first one from this side, so a little bit into the wind here now, but I think that's he's elected to get, I think he won against that 35-point lead. He wants that clock to go fast in that last quarter, so.
And as any coach would, I mean, the fewer plays you have, the less opportunity you have for your guys to get injured. You want to be fresh and rolling going into the final, as this one looks to be in hand. But
Ty Koski to attempt the field goal.
3 points will put it through and make it a 36-point game. 16 to hold. Snap is good. Ball is down. And it looks to be up and through.
And it is.
And Koski 3 for 4 today, which nice way to roll into the playoffs.
And for those playing from home this evening, the question of the night is, it's a 35-point lead, and the answer is it's straight time for the balance of the game, folks.
Straight time, so we'll get home early and we'll be able to rest up for next week's games. Junior final goes Thursday night at 7:30 at this field house on Superior Heights, and that will feature the St. Mary's Knights versus the KORAH Colts in the senior action, as it appears to play out here. We'll have the 36-0 win for the KORAH Colts, which means they will advance to Friday's game, 7:30 here at this field house at Superior Heights, featuring the KORAH Colts versus the St. Mary's College. So a doubleheader, KORAH versus St. Mary's, back-to-back nights. We'll be here, Saultsports.com, True House Radio. We'll be joining you for all the action. Please join us. Looking for another great night, another great weekend of football.
And there's the signal from referee Grev to the clock.
Roll them. The rest of the game will be played straight time.
And as I mentioned, we're going to be picking the athletes of the game coming up shortly. At the conclusion of this game, as Gauthier throws a nice ball, he's got number 9, Chirsolo's back in the game, which is nice to see.
Pass intended for Max Schillingford.
Max Schillingford.
Sorry, Max Shiver.
You're having a flashback to the
I'm going
junior
back
game.
to the junior game. I just saw 9 there. Schillingford, sorry, I am freezing up here. Schillingford, number 9 for the senior Steelhawks. Too many Steelhawks today to call.
Blair with the coverage for KORAH.
Nixon Blair on the coverage for KORAH Colts.
2nd and 10.
And the clock continues to tick. 2nd and 10 is the call. Nice ball there by Gauthier.
Terrific ball. You know what? Just he hit Schillingford in the hands, and he just couldn't reel it in. So.
Good coverage by Blair on the play, and brings up 2nd and 10. Oh, little bad snap. Gauthier scrambles, but he's wrapped up quickly. 56,
Tough snap. Gauthier
75. It can't be 56.
DeMichael.
It's 96.
75 is DeMichael.
Okay, and that means Johnny
60.
Lester, 90.
Johnny
90.
Lezick was a 99, so.
75, J.J. DeMichael with the sack.
Miguel Bedard also getting credit for some of the pressure on that tackle. And again, these shirts are rolling up, and it makes it a little hard to see the numbers, but we'll get it to you as best we can.
Yeah, KORAH definitely starting to roll their bench now. Get some, quality playing time for some of the backups. So.
All right, so number 17, Nathan Hyam back with Karkidi. Karkidi looking for his third touchdown today. Punter back. That's Aiken Ngoche. He is going to kick, and he angles it towards the sideline off the side of the foot. Takes a nice bounce. Pops right up into Karkidi's hands. Karkidi's down the sideline where he'll go out at about the 45-yard line. And the flags fly again. And the judge gets on board. Not to be left out, the judge throws his flag after the late hit out of bounds.
Referee Condon, and there's a plethora of flags, and that's the laundry day here is in. Grab the tide and grab the fleecy.
A little FOMO, didn't want to miss out, so he joined the party, and again, just a little extra hold on to the receiver as number 7 wouldn't let Karkidi up from his tackle. That'll be moving forward, giving the Colts a little better field position.
Yeah, I think they called it on both sides on that one. So
did they wave it off?
No, both offsetting.
Oh. Okay, so the shove after the wrestle of the ankle results in picking up the flags or offsetting penalties, which negates any movement. So the ball will be at the
offsetting penalties.
46.
I think Karkidi got one for KORAH, and then Ngoche got one for Superior Heights. Was the
Okay, I thought the call was on number 7 for the Steelhawks, but regardless, they take over 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Ball goes to the 98. Riley Carter with a nice run, scamper, and hard yards for 5 straight ahead. Off tackle. And
98, Riley Carter with the carry.
Looks pretty good, like you said.
It's a few yards before being tackled.
Maybe grade 11. I don't know Riley Carter. Maybe grade 11 getting some licks in there.
Yeah, he wasn't one of the kids that played for me a couple of years ago. So, maybe another kid that playing another sport and decided to play some football this year or last year. But I don't recognize him as one of the kids I've coached in the past. So
looks like quite a football player there. Able to gain some nice hard yards there. 5 straight up the field. Versailles in motion. Looks like Varpio's in there, a quarterback for the Colts. So hands off to
44, Parker Rushton.
He's caught for about a 5-yard loss
on the play, but
Gavin
again, number 12, Alex Varpio in there doing the signal calling for the Colts, giving Eric Martone a little break heading into this 4th quarter.
Sets up
just around midfield, so probably one more play, and then they're going to move south about 15 yards. Well, looks like they're doing that now.
So it'll be punt team coming out for KORAH, it looks like. So
Ethan Sorreo out there for the Colts, getting a few reps. Number 17, Nathan Hyam, also on.
And I see a little bit of Spencer Hedrick here.
Oh, fantastic. Haven't called his name much today, but he's always a player. So as they flip the field here, Cole Kahn runs to the 20 where he will be back to receive the punt. I can't see who's doing the duties punting there. Is that still 15? 15 is Nixon Blair with the punt. And the ball takes a nice bounce for the KORAH Colts. Cole Kahn will have to be back inside the 1. He's going to get tackled into the end zone, but I believe his forward progress will bring him out to the 1. So
ball takes a KORAH bounce.
And seems like everything's going right for the KORAH Colts. A bounce down to the 1, and
it's definitely not the way Coach DeSanto had this envisioned up, I imagine, in his head today. But you know what? There's no quit in that Superior Heights team, so that shows character. And there's a bunch of those kids that were on championship teams in the junior level, and learning football at the senior level is always a different story, but fundamentals are there, and the heart, you can't take the heart out of the lion, right? So they're working hard here, but this is a whole field for them to march, and I'm sure KORAH's trying to get that donut on the board and keep the no score, and Superior Heights is going to do their best here to try and get one at least.
And with these athletes, I figured, we'd have at least some points on the board for Steelhawks. Obviously, Colts favored, but I didn't expect a shutout. Hopefully, the Steelhawks can march down and put some points on the board. Clock is running, so they'll have to be urgent about it. 10:31 to go. And you'd like to see, for the sake of football, that Steelhawks make a march here. Obviously, Tom Annett and the Colts will want nothing to do with that and attempt to complete the shutout here, but Steelhawks trying to run out of their own end zone, and they break it free, and that looks like to be Cole Kahn scampering out. Nope, that was Russian. Number 1 with the carry, gets out past the 20, so a nice little run. It's always hard to run out of your end zone for fear of the safety, and Russian did a nice job there breaking free. Or
Looks
was
like
it
33 Gavin Nye with the run.
Sorry, it was Gavin Nye.
It's really hard to see those jersey numbers way over there in that corner, Scotty. The lights are above them and not on them. So,
yeah, but how you make a mistake between 1 and 33?
Well, I was just giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I'm tired. Time for a nap.
Tough day at the office, tough day at the evening office.
Hey, no complaints.
All right, now if you call number 1 this time, you got it right, Scotty.
Ty
And that
Russian breaks another big run.
That is Ty Russian out across near
25 yards
midfield.
in the first down.
Nice job by these Steelhawks to
Tackle by
march.
number 20, Beckham Messiah.
Beckham Messiah with the tackles. So Kevin Lee out there for the KORAH Colts, a team favorite and a fan favorite. Probably hear some Kevin Lee chants soon. Number 93 out there, David Maurice, getting some reps on the interior line here. 66, Miguel Bedard out there doing his thing. As the Steelhawks take the snap, handoff is to 15. And he's looking like he's going to break loose. Finally brought down after the first down. Nice gain by Kukieta.
Good for a 14
Damian Corbett in there for the Colts. Now he's going to take a break.
Beckham Messiah with the tackle again.
Yeah, KORAH definitely filtering in the reserves here, so nice to see. I'm getting some playing time.
Coach under center. Looks to hand off to number 1, Russian, who's rounding forward for a gain of 6-7
yards.
Nice takedown by the Colts defense. Number 96, Johnny Lesnick on the play.
And I was surprised to see Ty Russian not getting a bunch of carries earlier in the game. He's tough dude, great runner, and he's having a pretty good drive here right now.
Yeah, absolutely. As Liliana Sachin joins the party here in at middle linebacker and flowing with the ball, trying to make a tackle. Nice play to 80, Cole Kahn. Steps inside, still on his feet. Out to close to first down yardage, but it should be short, maybe by 1 yard or 2. 7:15 to go, and
little shout out to Mr. Kahn's grandfather, Bobby Pratt, Lifetime Achievement Award with Kiwanis yesterday. So Bobby, longtime sports fan of Sault Ste. Marie, softball coach, softball player, and now Lifetime Achievement Award with the Kiwanis. So hats off to you, Bob.
About 1.
Cheers to you, Bob. As Gauthier looks forward and runs for 1, but
Good
gets
push from
8 or
front line
9 on the play.
Steelhawks.
Nice job by these Steelhawks to march now. Curtis Price in on the tackle there for the Colts. Big shout out to Evan Mitzi out there.
Mitzi. 88, Oscar Ryan with the tackle.
And shout out to Evan's grandpa Pat Mitzi and wife Cheryl, or grandma Cheryl.
Yeah, they should be just about making the journey down south for the winter, and towards warm.
Looking forward to it, but sure they're cheering on their grandson here tonight, and Big shout out to Pat and Cheryl. As the Steelhawks put the ball on the ground, looks like Dakin Goche has the poise to pick it up. He's going to scramble in. He might make it to the corner and gets inside the two. Nice tackle.
Picks it up and makes something
by
of nothing.
number 88, Oscar Ryan, but not before Goche gains the first down and then some inside the two. So these Steelhawks might burst the bubble for
from 18 Curtis Price.
Well, you know what? Goche made the most of that one. It was a rough snap, and he had the poise to pick it up, and he turned on the afterburners, and he got it down to just about the 2-yard line, looks like.
For the Steelhawks.
a little bit of a jailbreak there. Steelhawks looking for the moral victory here with 5:26 to go, 2 yards to go to pay dirt. They got their big boys in the backfield here. Dakin and Goche may elect to keep and call his own number. He's going to hand to number 12. I think that's Cuglietta. No, 16.
On the play. Cuglietta does run it in for the touchdown.
Kalen Cuglietta is your running back in for the touchdown, so that'll trim it to 36-6. Field goal, extra point coming up here. So we got to remember that we got some choices for the athletes of the year, or athletes of the game rather. Coming up at the conclusion of this game, as chosen by Coach Ray Bazwa and myself. And a reminder, again, next week we have the junior final going Thursday at 7:30 between the St. Mary's Knights and the KORAH Colts, and a rematch in the senior division, the city championship final in senior between the KORAH Colts and the St. Mary's Knights. Again, all your action coming to you on Saultsports.com from the field house here at Superior Heights. Ball is down, kick is up. Goche helps his own cause by pounding it through the uprights to make it 36-7. So at this point in time, the Steelhawks will be kicking off to the Colts. Colts probably satisfied to just run out the clock, maybe establish a couple first downs, let the clock tick down.
Yeah, it's not going to take long for this to get there, so I think, Scotty, we can safely give the honorable mentions of the game here.
Absolutely.
I got for the KORAH Colts, Cole Barbo had a terrific game running the ball inside, and you know what? He didn't equate the points on the too many points on the board. He was a workhorse in the middle. He got hard yards, and terrific young man. Got to know him really well, and honorable mention, Cole Barbo for the KORAH Colts.
Well done, Cole. Congratulations and good luck in the final.
And honorable mention for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Max Shillingford had a great game for them. They didn't score any points until the end here, but he ran some tough yards. He did a lot of good things for them, so honorable mention, Max Shillingford.
Well done. As you mentioned, we got an overload here in the center for the defense for the Colts playing this kickoff. Looks like they break the huddle, no onside kick showing, so the coverages fan out. And I think the Steelhawks are happy to pound it deep, but might be on in for some shenanigans, as Will Bazwa would call them.
Yes,
and it is a short kick. Nice job by 21.
Onside
Ethan
kick.
Serrao coming up with the ball. So
Covered by number 21, Ethan
big
Serrao.
man's able to corral that
Versus
ball and
KORAH.
maintain possession for the KORAH Colts.
Well, we're at the 2-minute mark. I think we're safe to give away players of the game. Didn't equate the points for Superior Heights, but Dakin and Goche does it all for them. Safety, kicker, kickoff, quarterback, running the ball. So Superior Heights athlete of the game, Dakin and Goche. Can't say enough about him.
Well deserved. Dakin, great season, great game tonight. No quit on you, and all the best in your future endeavors in football. And congratulations on a great season once again. Barpio is going to roll out. He's going to throw this, show you his arm, and he throws to 71, I believe. 70.
No, that's looks like 20. I'm pretty sure that's
Oh, that's Beckham Messiah with the hoodie. That's right. So Beckham Messiah unable to haul that in.
Looks like
Barpio threw it a little bit low, but
Messiah falls incomplete.
Messiah had a chance on it. falls incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10.
And the KORAH player of the game should be no surprise. Absence of Nathan Gazzetti tonight, and Ethan Karkidi came up with a hell of a game tonight for the KORAH team. Ran hard, ran fast, scored a lot of points for them. Athlete of the game, KORAH Colts, Ethan Karkidi.
Congratulations, Ethan. Make sure you take your dad for some chili. Congratulations also on a great season, and good luck in the finals. Always great to see you running the ball and playing great football. And like I said, best of luck to all these KORAH Colts. Congratulations to the Superior Steelhawks, who will see their season end here in 49 seconds. But congratulations to all the athletes. Continued success as you pursue basketball and hockey and different sports and badminton and track and field, and all of these athletes who are obviously multi-sport athletes. So best of luck in the rest of the year going forward for your Steelhawks. And next job at hand for these KORAH Colts is to get ready for St. Mary's, who will be waiting them next Friday in a senior final. It's going to be a game for the ages, a heavyweight fight between 2 5-1 teams. Bragging rights on the line and city championship, and a berth in the NASA semifinal. So
for sure, you're going to want to get here early that night. Every time St. Mary's plays KORAH, we got a full house. So I don't think next Friday night will be any exception to the rule. It's going to be jammed here, and for you folks that don't want to make it out, the broadcast will be live on Saultsports again next week for both the junior and senior final.
Yeah, and as it'll end, be the end of October, you want to pack your longmutantes. It's a little cold up here at the booth, and no better weather for football if you like to see your breath and have your teeth chatter. But we're toughing it out up here in the booth. Saultsports.com, True House Radio. Glad you could join us. We're going to round this one out, 49.4 seconds, as KORAH Colts are going to kick this one deep. Steelhawks are going to jump on it. Ball's still loose. Steelhawks look like they recovered the ball, and the clock didn't roll during that kick, so
Ball is bobbled. Timeout is called.
a little excitement down at the field level. And the one thing that KORAH Colts can ill afford is to have a suspension at this point against late in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the timeout philosophy is here. The game's over.
It's out of reach for the Steelhawks. You'd just like to see the clock.
I love seeing resiliency and the fight to the end, but I don't think there's a point to timeouts here at this late stage of the game. The game's over. Let's make it a wrap. And
the timeout is credited to who?
I'm not sure who called it, but I don't think it's warranted personally.
No, absolutely.
I don't think much need is needed for that. So
no. And the clock didn't run on that punt, which surprised me, because I would have thought more than 3 seconds ticked off the clock there. But regardless, we're going to have the Steelhawks with the ball. I imagine that they're probably going to take a knee. It's going to be hard to score 29 points in 46 seconds. So let's hope we get through this without any events. And as we suspected, the knee is taken.
that should be a
That
wrap.
should be the game. And I think if cool heads prevail here, we're going to see the end of this one. Looks like the final is going to be 36-7 for the KORAH Colts over the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Again, join us next week for the junior final Thursday evening at 7:30. Senior final on Friday at 7:30 between the same KORAH Colts and Superior Heights Steelhawks. Glad you could join us. I'm Scott McPherson. My thanks to Coach Ray Baswa joining me up here in the booth for Saultsports.com and True House Sports Radio. Glad you could join us. Come back again next week. We'll have some more great football action for you.
Yeah, thanks for attending the Baz and Buzz Flashback Friday.
Well worth the price of admission for free.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks again. That's the ball game. We'll see you next week. Thursday for the junior tilt. Friday, 7:30 for the senior.
St. Mary's Knights.
St. Mary's and KORAH Colts.
We'd also like to
for both
congratulate
those
the
championships.